Hello! From now on, we are going to assemble the wooden chassis with Galileo and Nuke board by ourselves. Because they're so small, sometimes they're called as computer in hand and palm-top computer respectively. Then, using those two computers, we'll show that we can also do some creative works as Galileo Galilei, Thomas Edison, or Dennis Hung did. Making things by and for oneself is called DIY, which is an abbreviation of do it yourself. Let's assemble a wooden chassis for Nuke board in person. Next unit of computing, or Nuke in short, is a small form factor PC designed by Intel. By the way, a board of Nuke will be needed when assembling the wooden chassis, so we will DIY the Nuke board first. In this small board, CPU is included by default. That is, only the memory module and the storage are required. Plug in the memory module slanted so that it claps. Do not forget to loosen the screws on Nuke before you add an SSD as a storage device. You can use 2.5-inch HDD depending on your wooden chassis type. The space below the SSD is for Wi-Fi module, which is needed in order to use wireless internet. Let's assemble the wooden chassis. Look at the wooden components. Dismantle them one by one and put them together in order as instructed in the manual. Use a wood glue if you need. Get help from adults if you are not strong enough. Watch out the direction of Nuke board when you put in the middle of the wooden chassis. Close the upper and lower lids, and you're done with the Nuke DIY with a wooden chassis. Now let's connect it with the monitor. My Nuke has mini-typed HDMI and DP ports, so I prepared the cable that is just for it. If your Nuke has normal type of HDMI, use the right cable accordingly. Plug a keyboard and a mouse into the USB ports. For the wireless ones, plug a nail-sized wireless receiver so that we can save a USB port. You might need a speaker and a microphone. If you use a headset, you can save a USB port as well. We also have to connect Ethernet cable in order to use the internet. Connect the power. External ODD will be required to install OS. I installed Windows 8.1. Now it's time for Nuke to work. Galileo is a microcontroller board designed to be hardware and software pin compatible with Arduino. Galileo has several PC industry standard I/O ports and features to expand native uses and capabilities beyond the Arduino. Galileo contains not only CPU called Quark, but also OS and storage. So any extra installations are not needed when you are just doing some simple tasks. Then let's see the manual of wooden chassis for Galileo and assemble it. You can use 4-leg support fixture, which is included in Galileo starter kit. It looks more convenient, but wooden chassis is safer. 2 execution files should be installed in a Nuke system to make Galileo work properly. Go to our homepage and download 2 files. Java development kit will be installed when you double-click the file JDK 7U51 Windows i586. You don't have to care about this again after you install it once. Arduino 1.5.3 folder should be under the local disk C directory. Inside the folder, find an icon named Arduino and double-click it. It is called Integrated Development Environment or IDE. To code for Galileo, the IDE should always be running. Therefore, it is convenient to pin it to text bar along with control panel. Let's install the driver for Galileo. In control panel, click System and Security. System and Device Manager in order. When you power on Galileo and connect with Nuke using a USB cable, you will see Gadget serial version 2.4 under Other Devices. Right-click it and select Update Driver Software. Then click Browse My Computer for driver software. Click on Browse and search for the Tools folder under the Arduino 1.5.3 folder. Click OK and the small window will be closed. Now click Next to install the Galileo driver. If you see Galileo COM under port COM and LPT of Device Manager, then the installation is completed. Whenever you power on Galileo and connect the Nuke with a USB cable, you need to wait a minute or so before you see Galileo COM.